This is a 2022 13-inch MacBook Air M2 chip. It's the A2681 model. And this is the STARY screen protector designed for this particular laptop. I received this from the Amazon Vine Voice Review program to review for free. If you wanted to buy it, it would cost you $28. I was not paid for my review, and my editorial opinions are my own. So in the package, we have an alcohol prep pad and a small microfiber cloth, along with it looks like a privacy camera that will stick on top of the camera on the screen. We also have a larger microfiber pad, the product manual here, which is just a sheet of paper that tells you how to install it, as well as a white paper folder. And inside of the folder, we have a screen that looks like it has, I'm not sure, magnetic attachments on the edges and the top with a gap cut out for the camera. And they say to maximize your privacy, you adjust the display brightness to 50% or lower. Ensure your working space is bright and well lit. Screens do not protect in dimly lit areas. Privacy screens do not block visibility directly behind you, regardless of the distance. Okay, so they say basically there's a 60-degree field of view when you put this privacy screen on. So since they say 50%, we're going to drop this guy down to the 50% level. That's dim, it's usable, but it's a little dimmer than I would typically use. Let me slide this guy around. So there are sources of light around here that you can maybe see glinting off the screen here and there. So it says to check the screen dimensions to make sure it works. Yes, that looks good. Clean your laptop with the microfiber cloth. Remove fine dust with the dust remover sticker. So the dust remover sticker is inside this pack here. So this is the blue thing, this dust remover sticker. This is a very new laptop, so I don't think I have any dust stickers there. They don't say anything about cleaning your laptop with the alcohol pad. So if you wanted to, or if you had extra dirty screen, you could use the alcohol prep pad. They include two different microfiber cloths. I'm just going to use the small white one here just to make sure there's no dust trapped underneath this guy. They also include a quite large one here. You remove the film from the protective board, align it to the screen from top up to down, left to right. After pasting, gently press the black side part, Q part. There's a little bit of a spelling thing there. Installation complete. When you remove it from your laptop, you can put it on white protective board for the next time you use it. So they don't specify which orientation it's supposed to be set up here. So the black around the edge, I believe, are magnets. And I'm going to place this magnet on the outside to hold this against the laptop. I have a plastic case. Let me just try putting it with the black objects touching the laptop. Okay, that seemed to work better. So I believe the black is a magnet, but it's not strong enough to work through the plastic. So yes, that is holding on now. Okay, so when you install this, the side with the little black outline needs to go down onto the laptop, otherwise it won't have enough magnetic force to stay attached. Checking visibility, this is basically facing directly at the camera. I turn it around, it's getting a little darker, but I can still see that screen pretty well there. So, I have to get quite far away to get a black screen. Like right now it's black. But when I get about here, it starts being quite clearly visible. So you can judge for yourself if that amount of angular suppression of the screen is going to help you with privacy. And this is at the recommended 50%. They do say 50% or lower. So if I get much lower than that, it's very dim and hard to see for me. And we also are getting a lot of glare there off of this. Let me just go to 100% just to show you. Here's 100%. So that's 100% brightness. I'm going to dim this down. That's about as dim as I would want to use this. That's a little dimmer than I would like. I could see using this like that if I was sitting in an airplane and worried about somebody peeking over my shoulder. It does cut down viewability from the far angles. You know, from a far angle you just can't see it. So if I was sitting here in an airplane seat, that would definitely help. If you're, looking from just a slight less far angle, it's still pretty visible. So, you do have to have a little bit of angular separation here. For removal, they include this little tab on the side that you can easily grab and pull it off. And so, you can put it back into the protective sleeve and this board if you want to remove it. So let me put this back on. So removal and reinstallation is very easy. I could see doing this where when you take it on a trip, you take it out and put it on. When you get to where you're going, you take it off, put it back in the protective sheet. This is about the same size as the laptop, so it's just slightly bigger than your laptop. So if you have a little bit extra room in your case, you could just slide that right in with your laptop. And that stays on very well, doesn't have any problems opening and closing the screen here. It just stays on. Alright, I'm pretty happy with this guy. It's got a magnetic thing all the way around. Installation and removal is easy as long as you know that the magnet has to go down and it will not work through the plastic screen. It does definitely dim the screen, especially from off-axis. It makes it a lot harder to see, but there is a decent angle here where you can still see the screen. I don't think this is something I would use on my laptop all the time. I think this is something I would put on when I was traveling and then take off when I got to a more secure location. But it is easy to install and remove. Now they also include this tiny little cover that will go over the camera there. So let me install that. So this is a stick-on privacy camera cover, and it's tiny and small, and it looks like it's going to be tricky because I probably only get one shot to put this guy on. So I'm kind of practicing. I want to go in like this, get it centered, and then push down and adhere it. So let me try doing that after I've removed the adhesive off the back. Alright, it's like a thin tape adhesive. I removed the protective tape, and now this guy is sticky. And I want to do it in such a way that it doesn't interfere with the privacy screen and it's as close to centered as I can get on that camera. Alright, I am pushing hard. We'll let that glue dry a little bit before I try sliding the dot back and forth. So that came close to this screen, but it is working with the screen there, and it's pretty thin. So neither the screen nor that little privacy thing is really keeping this from closing. Okay, I've installed this privacy screen, and you can just kind of slide the plastic thing over the top and it blocks your camera. I put it on the left side, which is lucky because the green light is on the right side. So if you put it on the left side, you don't block the green light. And if you turn off FaceTime, that green light will go out. Alright, privacy screen fit nicely. It's easy to put on and take off. I appreciate the included little privacy camera cover. So at $28, it's a reasonable deal.